Bedtime stories for kids. Help your children fall asleep fast and dreaming peacefully with funny short stories. Written by Tony Seventh, narrated by Tony Seventh and Elizabeth Proby.
The Fire. Mark's neighbor, Miss Abernethy, did not seem to like him. His mom had always told him that it was polite to say hello to any of the neighbors, especially if he saw them in the street. But every time he said hello to Miss Abernethy, she completely ignored him. One day, him and his dad were coming back from a walk late in the evening. They'd been trying to spot bats together in the trees in the park, and Mark could see Miss Abernethy sitting in a chair in her living room. He noticed her because the light from her television was making her face change all different colors as she watched. She turned and saw him looking at her through the window as he walked down the street. He lifted a hand and waved. He gave Miss Abernethy his biggest smile. Miss Abernethy got up from her chair, leaned over to the window, and pulled her blinds shut with a snap. It made Mark jump. Well, that confirms it, he thought to himself. She really does hate me. One day, Mark was playing with his cousin Katie in the garden. They were practicing football. Both of them were on the school team, and they practiced shooting goals and passing the ball to one another. It had been raining, and they were both streaked with mud. Mom had told them to stay outside until they were finished playing football, and not to come into the house until they were ready to get washed and changed into clothes that weren't soaked in mud. She gave them a bottle of water, packets of crisps, and an orange and an apple. Mark was focusing on peeling his orange when Katie kicked the ball high in the air. Mark noticed at the very last possible moment, and he jumped in the air to headbutt the ball. The ball sailed into the sky as Katie and Mark cheered. When they stopped cheering, Mark asked, "Where did the ball go?" "I was too busy celebrating to see it come back down." "I'm not absolutely sure either, but I think it must have gone over the fence and into next door's garden." Katie shrugged her shoulders. Mark felt himself grow cold as the smile left his face. He couldn't see over the high fence, and there was nothing to stand on, but he did find a gap just big enough to peek through. He couldn't see his ball, but he could see one of the windows at the back of Miss Abernethy's house. It had a big, round, dripping, muddy splat right in the middle. There could be no other explanation. The ball was in her garden.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?